So here's one of those things you find that you buy something and you want to put it back in the box. So I bought this iHome radio a few years ago, maybe 5, 10 years ago, because I was impressed that hotels had these, and I thought, gee, if I could find one for home, I would like one, and so I bought one and on eBay, and I'm pretty happy with it. This one's kind of beat up. It's seen better days. Got a big scratch in the front. But anyway, I figured, well, I want to put it back in the box, right? Well, here's the innards of the box. That's where it goes. I had the box down in the garage, hanging around, right? So the only core conundrum was, an issue was, that this little bar, as I recall, came in this box, and I don't know where it was in this box, but you would attach the bar because it won't fit in the box with that bar attached, and that bar doesn't slide down. That bar is for the iPhone. When you're charging your iPhone, you put the iPhone down, and you lean it up against the bar, and you plug the thing into here, and it's good to go, right? So I thought, how can I get that bar off of there? I tried pulling it, pretty hard, couldn't get it off. So I thought, well, darn it all, I'm gonna take this bloody thing apart and see what the heck holds that bar in. So are you ready? Here we go. So I did take it apart, and there's all the screws in the bottom. So let's take it apart, you and I. How's that? So with one hand, I'll turn it over like that, and there it is. Now, with all the screws out, the back comes off pretty easily. Again, with one hand, it's kind of hard, but let's try it. Yep, there it comes. So that comes off, and the back comes off, falls right off. There's the back of it. Take the side covers off like that. I had them all unscrewed, just like that. So it's a pretty cool little unit, The speakers in this thing are amazing for a little radio. And these are going on eBay now for these are going for $15. It's like, holy crap, it's a good radio. So anyway, back to my problem. So I want to get this bloody bar out. So I took the motherboard out just enough to kind of bring up the motherboard. I'm not sure how to get the cables out on a consumer radio, but I took the motherboard up, and there's the motherboard. It's got a lot of stuff on it. Not sure what it all is, but anyway. So then this bar was screwed down to here. So I took 2 screws out of here. So now this thing will slide up and down, right? But it won't slide up and down because it's screwed down, right? So then this has 2 little catches for this bar. So once this bar goes in, it never comes out. This is not meant to ever go back in the box. So anyway, to get the bar out then, I probably got to put a screwdriver in here, and there's the bloody bar down there, right? So, got to get a screwdriver in there and probably push these catches back and get the thing out, and put it back in the box. And then I can move this thing around in a box, and then I can put the bar back in, it snaps back in, and you got to pull it back apart to get it back out. Anyway, that's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know if it's interesting, but it's not terribly consumer friendly. Anyway, so now I gotta unsnap that bar to get it out and put the radio back together, but at least it's figured out, and now it's figured out for you. So kind of cool, huh? And they have like a little beeper down here. It looks like a little tiny sonic beeper in the bottom. They put like a little battery in the bottom here. It's like a little battery thing. I'm not sure what all this stuff is, but there's a little battery door on the bottom of this thing. And here's the actual model and everything of this thing. It's a IDL 9 or 5. I don't know. Had this 10 years or so, and it does work for older iPhones with the typical iPhone connector. It's pretty handy, actually. It's pretty robust. This was made, I think, for hotels, and I think hotels sold these and upgraded, but it's got like a really great speaker system, and it's got subwoofers in it. This thing is like the cat's meow. So I didn't want to, pitch it, but I'm not. I'm going to try and put it back in the box. I thought about selling it, but they only go for $15. And when I took it apart, I'm like, holy crap, this thing is like built like a tank. why should I get rid of it? You know, it's a really great radio. So again, this is iHome, and it's a IDL65. You got to get one of these. I mean, it is built like a bloody tank. And that's it. So what's on the board here? Now that we're in here, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's figure this out. What's in this thing? Here's the board and this clock radio. What's in here? We got some chip there. Never heard of it. It's probably a microprocessor with firmware and EEPROM built into it. I don't know. It's got a lot of adjustments here. Check out the adjustments on it. It's got like some potentiometers and stuff. A lot of capacitors. A lot of capacitors. Lots of SMT on this thing. It's built like a tank, people. It's all labeled too. Holy crap. I mean, this thing was like, somebody put some work in this thing building it. I'm impressed. And it's even got like potentiometers that are locked with wax for trimming. A couple little xeniers in there, a lot of xeniers. Big resistor for dropping. There's a time reference there. I guess that runs this guy. That could be a CPU right there. So what is that, dude? Actually, we know that one. What's this little tiny one here? What's this tiny chip here? What's that do? That is a watt. Let me get some decent light. There we go. STA36. I wonder if you can find these things anywhere. Or are they all custom, you know? All right, well, that's the teardown of the iHome. I guess I'll name this video the teardown and how to how to free the little pole. So I never did free that pole, did I? But I'm gonna have to wrestle with that thing. And how am I gonna free this little thing? I guess I'm just gonna put some 2 screwdrivers in there and try and get it to unlatch. Why am I doing this, do you say? Life is only so long, right? So cheers to you that watch this that are pedantic and curious, okay? Have a great day. Take things apart. Learn how they work. Rock on. Have a great day.